The time and date on your computer, laptop, and or desktop must always be correct. Inaccurate date and time may make you miss important appointments and timings like job interviews and investments. It can also cause your documents and communication, especially emails, to get the wrong timestamps, making their authenticity questionable. On Windows computers, you can change date and time yourself. In this video, I'll show you how to set date and time on a Windows computer. I'm seated here in Kampala, Uganda. I have this computer which has the wrong date and time. It says it's Tuesday, January 10th, 24 minutes past 9. Yet I know I'm seated in Kampala, and in Kampala it is January the 15th, 25 minutes past midnight. So I need to set it to the Kampala time. So to do that, first be sure that actually the date is wrong. I can still see here it is Tuesday. It should be Sunday 15th. So I need to find the search feature, which is towards the bottom left of the computer screen near the start button. In the search feature, I type control, and a lot of information pop up, including the words control panel. My interest is the words control panel, so I click on control panel, and I get more information about control panel, including system security, network and internet, programs, and others. My interest here is the clock and region because I want to set date. So I click on clock and region. Then I get information about clock and region, mainly date and time and region. My interest is to set date and time, so I click on set the time and date under date and time. Then I get a screen. The first thing I need to do is make sure that I use that right time zone. UTC plus 12 Fiji is not the time zone. I need Kampala. So I click here, change time zone, and I look for UTC I look for Kampala, and Kampala is UTC plus 3. So I check under UTC plus 3. I do not see Kampala, but any time zone of UTC plus 3 would work for me. So I select UTC plus 3 Nairobi, which is the nearest city. I click OK. So the time zone you can see now is set OK, UTC plus 3 Nairobi. Next, I need to change the date and time. So I click on change date and time. I get these two pop-ups. One is a clock and one is a calendar. And the calendar incidentally is actually showing that it is the 9th because I've changed the time zone. But to make sure that it is the right date, which is 15th, you can see 9th is highlighted. So I click on 15th, then 15th will be highlighted. That will change the date to 15th. Then I need to change the time. The time, as you can see it from here, has 6 figures or digits. The first 2 represent the hour. So here the system thinks it's 27 minutes past 23. So the first 2 is the hour, the next 2 are the minutes, the last 2 are the seconds. So I need to change my time to 28 minutes past midnight on 15th January. So I have 15th January. So I need to change this to 00, which I can do by going up. I need to change this to 28 looks right, and the seconds look right. So once everything is right, I click OK. As a bonus, as I set time, I actually can set additional clocks. Under additional clock, I can set clocks or time for 2 international cities. So since I normally collaborate with some people from London and some people from Tokyo, it gives better information for me to know their time every time I'm collaborating with them. So to do that, I click here, show clock. Then I change this time zone to London. London is UTC plus 0. So I look for UTC plus 0. So it is here, UTC plus 0, Dublin, whatever, and London. Then I give it a display name, London. I do the same thing for Tokyo. So I click show clock. I change the time zone here. I look for Tokyo, which is the UTC plus 10 or 11, or is it 9? UTC plus 9, Tokyo. So I click on Tokyo, and then I also give it a display name. I type the display name Tokyo, and then I click apply, and I click OK. Then at this point, my date and time are set to the right one. But for me to be sure that they have been set properly, I need to verify. One way of verifying is to hover over the date and time on the bottom right corner on the taskbar. If I do that, you can see the time says Sunday, January 15th, 2023. My local time is Sunday, 30 minutes past midnight. I can see that the time in London is Saturday, 30 minutes past 21 in the evening. And in Tokyo, it is Sunday, 30 minutes past 6 in the morning. With these few step-by-step instructions, you should be able to set the time on any laptop or any computer when the time and date goes wrong, or in situation where you get a new computer and it has been set to a different date and in a time zone, so you should be able to change it. Or in situations where you are a traveler, you move from one time zone to another time zone and you want to change the time on your computer, you should be able to do that. Not only when you are traveling, but even when you remotely stay in the same place but you collaborate with people remotely, you need to set time so that your efficiency is more improved by you having to know the time as you collaborate with them, so that when you call them, you need to be sure whether they are sleeping or whether they are awake.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to superCoolclues YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed. Remember, subscription is absolutely free.